Hi everybody, my name is Lucas, and in this video we are going to talk about amazing GoPro Hero 8 Black and why I personally believe is the best camera of 2020, and as a matter of fact is the best camera up to date. Probably a lot of you is thinking of getting into YouTube, Instagram, social media scene, and you are thinking of what camera you should get, what gear should you get, and by now you went through tons of videos and your head is just spinning because one minute you want the latest smartphone and use it for your projects, next minute you think of getting DSLR, an action camera, and you just don't know what to do. I know what I'm talking about because I went through the same thing and I fall into the trap of watching more and more videos, and I was just thinking to myself, you know what, I need to stop, because it's just too much. It is too much. Even the best and the latest gear is not going to make you an artist or, you know, this amazing photographer or director, actor, and so on, so on, so on. It's you and your creative self who is utilizing those, you know, those gears, those stuff, those cameras. And without you, they don't mean nothing. Simple as that. End of subject. All I'm just trying to say to you is that don't fall into a trap of, you know, taking on too much information and allowing that to stop you. There is advice which I've heard before about, you know, photography and videography, which I really like, and basically it tells you that the best camera you can ever have is the one you already got. And if you think about it, that's what it's about. Because when you start utilizing what you've got, then you're already practicing your craft and you become better, you know, day by day at it. And then when it comes to the day when you actually put your hands on amazing gear, you know what to do with it. I didn't know about a lot of things, you know, white balance, ISO, this, that, and the other. And you think to yourself, you know what I mean, hold on a minute, like, yeah. Tip number one in regards to choosing the camera, think basically for yourself. So think, what are you going to be using that camera for? And the second thing, how are you going to be using that camera? How the camera you're thinking of getting will make your life easy. How convenient it's going to be for you to use it. Those things, you know? Forget about the brands, forget about all this stuff. Think about that. And that helped me to choose the camera I went for, which is the GoPro Hero 8 Black. So those are the main advices which I would like to give you, and without any further ado, let's get into the main video and why I believe the GoPro Hero 8 Black is the best camera up to date. This camera has got amazing features, and that is number one. So it records in 4K at 60 frames per second, 30 frames per second, and 24 frames per second. Also 2.7K at 120 frames per second, 60 frames per second, 30 and 24. And 1080p, full HD, 240 frames per second, 120 frames per second, 60, 30, and 24. In regards to resolutions and frames per second, we've got abundance of them, and my thing was the 4K capabilities. Now, the camera has got different lenses, so you can switch between them, and the big thing for me is that the camera can record now 4K linear mode. What that means that you don't need to stick with the wide field of view, which some of the people don't like because it's that fisheye lens or fisheye effect, and you know, in regards to cinematic videos, it's not really, you know, the look that people go for. But you know what, who knows, maybe you can be the first person who create a cinematic video with a fisheye lens and it's gonna be the great success. The linear mode, which I mentioned, will give you a little crop in your image. And guys, come on, let's cut it out. I know that a lot of people trying to put it across as if it's a big deal, like you're losing so much of the field of view in when you switch to linear. It's no hero there. There is a slight crop to your image, but you're still gonna be in frame when you vlogging, when you creating your, you know, your shots, your scenes, and taking photos and, you know, creating the videos. So no worries about that. Now, another great feature of GoPro Hero 8 Black is stabilization. We are getting Hypersmooth 2.0, which is an amazing stabilization. It's a great upgrade compared to the GoPro Hero 7. And what we get is, in some frames per second, we can even increase the stabilization to high and boost. To give you a quick indication, when you go to the highest frames per second at each resolution, you're only going to be able to switch the Hypersmooth on or just turn it off. So when you're at 4K 60 frames per second, 2.7K at 120 frames per second, and 1080p at 240 frames per second, you are going to be able to only turn the Hypersmooth on. When you go below those frames per second in each resolution, you are going to be able to switch to high or boost. And then, yes, I know some of the people will tell you that when you switch on to the boost in regards to stabilization, again, your image will get cropped. Yes, it will get cropped slightly, but again, no big deal. You're still in frame and you're still receiving an amazing, amazing footage. So don't get discouraged by the people who's telling you, yeah, there's a crop in the image, I don't know if I like it. You're still getting amazing footage and image you want. With Hypersmooth 2.0 and boost, is definitely the gimbal go home type of deal. Okay, so I've got the GoPro attached to my handlebars with like an additional handlebar attachment, and I have 10 centimeters extension kind of plastic rod which attached to that mount. And from my observations, I can see that that extension rod, the plastic one, as I'm riding, and it's not too bumpy, you know, I'm on a concrete road, as you can see right here, like a bicycle path, but this plastic rod is bouncing left to right. So I'm wondering how that footage is going to look. Okay guys, so I switched now the camera, so it's facing me now, and we're still in 4K 30 frames per second in linear mode, and and the stabilization is on boost, and at the same time the position of the camera is still pretty much the same, because the camera is attached to my handlebars with, like I said, the handlebar attachment or mount, and it has got roughly around 10 centimeters long, so this long. Woo! No hands, my hands are here, baby. All right, so around 10 centimeters long, like an extension rod or extension bar, so to speak. It's like a curved piece of plastic, and as I said earlier, it looks fine. It's not gonna fall off, don't get me wrong, or it's not gonna snap, at least not on this kind of bicycle path, which is concrete and it's not so bumpy. If I was gonna take it to off-road, where, you know, just around the corner from here, well, around the corner, we're actually riding through the middle of woods. The beach is right over there, probably 200 meters away from us. So if I took it off-road, I'm not sure what, probably the bump, you know, the bouncing of that extension rod would be even more prominent. But you know, I want to see how the Hypersmooth 2.0 boost is handling that. You don't need no gimbal anymore. It gives you an amazing stabilization. The next feature we get with this camera is super photo, and basically what it is that the camera is trying to produce the best looking image for you while you take the photo, so there's no need to edit it afterwards. And for those of you who want to have that freedom of editing and they just want to fiddle with the photo in post-production, you've got the raw capabilities of taking the photo. Next, of course, the camera is waterproof. So you can take it into the water, you can do underwater shots and, you know, create videos underwater. And of course you can shoot in a rainy day, no worries, no problem. The camera can handle that. It's very durable, and that's what's amazing. The next great feature of this camera is definitely a voice control, and I am utilizing that feature a lot.
GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording.
GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording.
GoPro, turn off.
GoPro, stop recording. And some of you may think, yeah, you know, what's the big deal? Who wants to talk to the camera? Well, I do, and I'm going to give you an example. I placed the camera onto the ceiling and I was making a shot from that angle, and I had the camera set precisely, and if I had to get up and, you know, press the button on, I could probably move the camera, which would change the angle of it. GoPro, stop recording. So I can actually be in the scene already and speak to the camera and ask for certain features to be turned on. There's definitely much more, but those are the most amazing, which in my opinion makes it the greatest. Now the next thing which makes this camera the best is definitely its size and weight.
Guys, this camera is absolutely amazing, and you know, you can take it anywhere with you. It doesn't cause you no drama. You don't feel like you know, carrying tons of gear with you. You don't feel like, you know, you need to be so cautious and careful what you're doing with your camera. And you know, it just fits in your pocket, anywhere, you know. You go on a bicycle ride, you can take it with you. You go for a walk with your dog, like I'm doing now, no problem, you go and do it. You take it always with you. It fits perfectly anywhere you are planning to put it, and it's just amazing, you know. Remarkable piece of equipment. And you know, you take it to the beach, no problem, no worries in regards to, you know, having to think about, oh, is my camera going to get damaged because of the sand and because of the water and all this kind of stuff. No issues whatsoever with this piece of equipment. It takes no space or a little to nothing, and it's just so convenient. And the ultimate question, can you vlog on it? Of course you can vlog on it, and you should vlog on it. You definitely should vlog on it. I use GoPro Hero 8 Black as my first GoPro. I never had one before, and it is made not only for action, but it's made for vlogging. Like, come on guys. Okay, I definitely love it, and I'm so happy with the purchase and with the choice I've made. You can put it in your pocket, you can hand it on your neck, and you're not gonna feel like it's gonna break your neck. For all the ladies, you can put it in your, you know, handbag. It's so small, it's so tiny, and what's the best about it, that it will allow you to place the camera in the positions, in the places no other camera will allow you to do so. So you can create that amazing, you know, angles and points of view. GoPro, stop recording. It's definitely a great feature, and you can have the camera always with you, and it will cause no drama. You can have it without even thinking about it. The next amazing feature of this camera is the microphones. The purpose of this footage is to show you the quality of the built-in microphones, so you can hear for yourself how the audio sounds straight from the camera. So I'll be speaking to you for a bit so you can hear it. At the moment I'm walking my dog. I'm going to show you my dog. He's over there, and it's an amazing and beautiful day. It's really sunny. It's actually winter where I'm at, and I'm in Poland at the moment. It's about 7 Celsius degrees, but it feels and it looks like it's spring. So there's actually a sea around the corner, a seaside. Well, I'm at the coast, so the beach is around the corner, shall I say. And we are gonna head there, and we'll see if we can pick some wind noise from the microphones, because yes, you are going to hear some wind distortion. At the moment in this park, in this forest, there's no wind, or maybe a slight, you know, like a blow. But yeah, when we head to the beach, we'll have a look and see if maybe the sound from the waves and all this kind of stuff will be much more prominent. So we'll see how's that gonna sound. Until then, let's go.
The camera has got 3 microphones and they are amazing. When you record a video, when you speak to the camera like I am doing now, I am utilizing those microphones so you can hear how they are sounding, and they are definitely amazing.
Okay guys, so we're right next to the beach. I don't know if you can hear, but I can, the waves, and by the look on the trees I can see that there is slight wind, so in a second we'll be at the beach. And in the meantime, let's check out what time is it. So we've got 2 minutes past 2.
One thing to mention is when you take it outside and when it's quite windy, you are going to hear a distortion, the noise from the wind.
We're at the beach now, and definitely there's more wind compared to the park and the woods. Definitely you can hear the waves, as you can see them. They are coming quite frequently, and we'll see how much, if there's any wind distortion, which we can hear in those built-in microphones. I believe they're amazing, as I said to you earlier. So we will see. At the end of the day, there's no shield which protects and covers those microphones from wind and any other type of distortions, and but still I believe they are doing an amazing job. So we'll see about that.
I know that GoPro is going to release the external microphone, the vlogging mode very soon, and you're going to be able to place that frame with the shotgun microphone. It will definitely then cancel all the wind noise from the outside. But by the way, the microphones are amazing. They're picking up your voice just great. So definitely a thumbs up.
Toffee, come, let's say hi to the camera. Let's go. Woo! That's right. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's go. Check out this weather. Nice. And guess what? I feel like jumping into that water and going for a surf or a stand-up paddleboard session. And by the way, there is stand-up paddleboarding session coming up very soon, so you're gonna get some footage from that. Hi everybody, another sunny beautiful day. I'm on a bicycle today, and I'm gonna ride slightly faster so we can see how those microphones are handling the wind distortion. Let's check it out. So I am in the linear mode, 4K 30 frames per second. All right.
Abundance of accessories is a very important point, because the tons of mounts and things you can attach to the camera, and it will allow you to place this again in the places where no other camera would be able to be placed in, and it will allow you to create those amazing fields of views, and it's just so convenient. So there's tons of official GoPro accessories which are great quality. There are cheaper and more expensive accessories depending on which ones are you going for. But at the same time, don't forget that there is tons of third-party accessories. And in the description box of this video, I am going to show you and give you links to products I bought, a set of accessories on Amazon, which are for GoPro Hero 8 and previous models, and they are fitting perfectly, because I know that probably you've heard that there are a lot of you are afraid that, oh, if I'm gonna buy the third-party accessories, are they going to fit, are they going to match, are they gonna be loose or not? The products which I am going to show you on Amazon through the links are definitely 100% recommended by me, and they fit perfectly, and you get tons of different mounts and accessories. I'm going to make additional video and I'm going to actually review and show you in depth, in details, what comes in those sets. Another great thing about this camera and this product is that there is a designated app to come with it. Well, if you're on iPhone, you can get, or iPad, you can get it from App Store, and definitely you can get it from Google Store. So the app allows you to connect the camera and pair it together, and then what happens is you can transfer your footage from the camera to your device, so to your phone, to your tablet, to your laptop, to your computer, without having to take out the memory card out of the camera itself. And as we know, the GoPro Hero 8 Black takes the micro SD cards that are very small, and who wants to be, fiddle with the cards? Now you can just smoothly transfer your footage, and it's so convenient. It's an amazing feature, and I know it can be underestimated by a lot of people, because someone can say, what's the big deal, you just take it out and put it in your computer. But trust me, once you try it, you will embrace and you will love that feature. So those are the things which I consider to make this camera the best out there, the best of 2020, and the best up to date. Basically, what I'm trying to say to you is that this camera is ready to go straight from the box. And yes, someone say, yeah, what are you talking about? A lot of products, they ready to go straight out of the box. Yeah, right. You can take it out, put your battery in, put your memory card in, and you can press the button to start recording. You don't need no gimbal to make stabilized footage. You don't need no external microphone. You don't need no lenses. And when you buy it in a bundle like I did on a Black Friday, I got myself the GoPro Hero 8 Black, 32 gigabytes memory card. I got the Shorty GoPro official tripod, mini tripod and stick, the head strap, which is amazing, and additional battery. And I got it at discounted price due to the Black Friday. So it was an amazing deal, and it gives you everything that you need. And then you can slowly buy your additional things, because as you go with this camera, your creativity is just endless. So you're gonna start to think how and where you can place this camera, and you're just gonna add more and more mounts to your collection to utilize that. And for those reasons, I believe that this camera is the best out there. In regards to battery life on this product, when you record in 4K resolution, it will last around 30 to 40 minutes. And definitely it could be better, but on the flip side, it's understandable because of the size of the camera, the size of the battery, the feature it has, and it's a lot of things to process. So it's understandable that the battery lasts the amount of time it lasts. To end up this video, let me share some thoughts which I've got in regards to this camera. As you probably know, that the GoPro is going to release a vlogging mode for this camera, which is the additional flip screen, the shotgun microphone, and a light. And a lot of you probably knows that those accessories supposed to be released in December 2019, which only a light has been released in some places, and another accessory meant to be released in January, and the third piece of the whole vlogging set meant to be released in March. Now, remember, this camera was released in October 2019, and the next one meant to be released now in October 2020, or September, October 2020. Now, the secret which I would like to share with you is that I believe that the number 8 is a very special number, and it's a very good number. So instead getting another GoPro, or the next GoPro, which is 9, and don't get me wrong, 9 is an amazing number, but I believe that instead a GoPro Hero 9, there is going to be some next level and amazing update to this current camera, to GoPro Hero 8 Black, which will allow us to record 4K at 120 frames per second. And yes, a lot of you may think, this guy is crazy, what is he talking about? But that's what I believe is going to happen. And I encourage you to comment in under this video and let me know what do you think of what I just said. And let me just quickly explain you why I think that this is the case. Me personally, I believe this camera is capable of recording 4K 120 frames per second. It's just not activated to use those features, so to speak. So just consider this. The vlogging mode, which is designated for this GoPro Hero 8 Black edition, meant to be released in December. Now there is a delay. If the delay was planned or unplanned, that's nor here or there. The fact is that even if the last piece of the vlogging gear is going to be released in March, that means we've got April, May, June, July, August, September, October, roughly 6 months, where we're supposed to be using that gear for at least a year by the time the next camera is getting released. So only 6 months for utilizing the latest gear, the latest accessories. On the flip side to that, even if there is going to be GoPro Hero 9 in 2020, then because those accessories are released so late, so to speak, or with the delay, then definitely GoPro Hero 9 will be the same size, more or less, and the same look as GoPro Hero 8, sorry, because it will have to utilize those accessories. So what I personally believe, like I said, there is going to be something what we haven't seen before, because people are going to expect another camera, but the camera will stay the same because it's amazing, and we're going to get some next level, something what we're not ready for, or a lot of people are not ready for. Well, I'm ready for, because I believe in the capabilities of this camera. So that's what I think. And again, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, share this video, and definitely comment underneath. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video. On to the next one. If you'd like to see some of the examples of the footage, you can watch my workout videos, especially the latest ones, the Tabata workouts, so Tabata workout 1, 2, and 3. Those has been recorded with GoPro Hero 8 Black, and the previous videos has been recorded with a different camera, but definitely for the footage of this product, refer to those Tabata workouts.